Okay. Welcome to Mumbling Molly. This won't be a vlog. This is just gonna be me yapping the whole time. And essentially, Mumbling Molly is just my little corner of the internet where I can say whatever I want and nobody's gonna stop me. I'm kidding. Everything I say here, if ever I get canceled, I will hold myself accountable. But I doubt that it'll happen because nobody ever watches this shit. But the topic today is yearning and cannibalism. Okay, I've been writing this episode since last night. I haven't slept yet. That's why I look kind of crazy, okay? So, yearning and cannibalism. Have you ever wanted to consume somebody whole, bones and all? Any sensible person would say no, and that it's fucked up. But what's really fucked up is not being able to do it. I'd like to put a disclaimer that I do not condone murder and cannibalism. Everything I say will be a figure of speech. Cannibalism has been romanticized recently. Well, not recently, but it has been more socially acceptable in modern media. Take Bones and All, for example, the movie with Timothy Chalamet and Taylor Russell, Hannibal, Yellow Jackets, and even the Opium song, Pag-ibig ay Cannibalismo. I've been listening to it a lot. That's why I wrote this. And so, cannibalism is often used as a euphemism or innuendo to portray such intense love and obsession. So, why is that? Let me first explain what yearning is. So, yearning is a feeling of intense longing for something, typically something that one has been separated from or something that is unattainable. So, yearning might sound romantic, like out of a typical book, but as a yearner, it really isn't. And it's a nightmare, and sadly, it's usually one-sided. You can say you've yearned, but you can never really say that you've been yearned for. Yearners are sick in the head. They chase the sting of not being wanted back, and they grieve for a living person they deem as God. And don't give me shit by saying, oh, isn't that limerence? No, it's not. It's not. Limerence is an involuntary obsession over someone where you put them in a pedestal and decide that they're perfect, and you don't get to see them for what they truly are, which is ugly. You don't like that reference? Okay. So, yearners view their person as God, same way that you accept that religion has faults, but still choose to worship anyway. And this statement is backed up by Frank Ocean himself. It's a bad religion, this unrequited love. To me, it's nothing but a one-man cult. So, what about cannibalism? I'll share to you the wise words of Ethel Cain on love and cannibalism. And she said, quote unquote, when you're a kid and you don't know what sex is and you have these crushes on people that you can't explain, there's this need for physical intimacy that you can't explain away with sex. So I would always imagine that I wanted to open myself up and pull something into me and devour them. I felt like I had to put people inside of me to love them. I was so little imagining this. I think cannibalism itself is crazy, and it's not anything new, but I think there's a similarity between cannibalism and not being able to get someone that you love close enough to you, so you have to literally devour them, and that's still not close enough. Bottom line is, consumption can be seen as the ultimate form of unconditional acceptance and love. Also, funny enough, when it comes to love, there's always body parts involved. Like, how often have you said to a person, my heart is yours? Or when you're so sure of someone that you can feel it in your bones, or that you have this gut feeling, you know what I mean? So how does yearning and cannibalism correlate? One, they're both disgusting, foul acts against humanity, and by humanity, I don't mean society. I mean it's foul and disgusting for the yearners and cannibals themselves, because imagine wanting something so bad. It's like waving a candy in front of a little kid and saying, you want it? You want it? Well, that's too bad. You can't. Two, they're similar in a way that the victims have claw marks. Yearners can never let go of their person, and in the very rare cases that they do, they leave claw marks. It's grotesque the same way cannibalism is. And lastly, like I said in the beginning, you want to consume them bones and all. You want their whole being inside of you. Figuratively. Fine, maybe literally, but that's not the point. You want them to be wholly and irrevocably yours. It's sinful the way you don't want their rib. You want all of them. And yes, even the butthole. So how does all of this relate to me? Because duh, I'm the main character of the show, okay? Well, first of all, I'm a yearner, but I am most definitely not a cannibal. Let's just put this out there, okay? Ever since I was a kid, a stupid, ignorant little kid, I've yearned. All of my crushes were never really the type to be shallow and fleeting. I've always felt this deep pull, and I don't think any kid should feel that way. Also, you could say that I was sensitive and that I've been more conscious of myself as compared to my little brother. I also think that it's bullshit when people say yearners are good lovers, or when they say, oh, I want a yearner because then they'll want me so bad, blah blah blah. That's not the case. It's not the case. I could want you so much but can still be shitty while I'm at it, you know? Like I said, yearning, realistic yearning, isn't something out of a romance book. Our forefathers, Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Patrick from 10 Things I Hate About You, Noah from The Notebook, Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, Laurie from Little Women, and Christian Bale as Laurie, honorable mention, and Elio from Call Me By Your Name. And no, I will not include Conrad Fisher. This is for big leagues only, okay? Fuck off. Our forefathers of the yearning lineage has committed such profound acts of love to their person that it often resulted in a happy ending. After all, a man who yearns is a man who earns. But let me reiterate that this isn't realistic at all. A real-life yearner could be the most fucked up, most shittiest person you've ever met, but still have that longing, you know? A yearner could love someone so much that they could commit murder and eventually eat you. Are you getting the point? Do you see that pattern? Well, I guess that's it. I mean, that's all I can think of. Maybe I'll think of something more. I'll make a part 2. Well, that's it for Mumbling Molly. Thank you for watching this first episode. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time on my Instagram close friends. I've always had these topics where I just yap about shit and nobody even really cares for it. But now I wanted to put it on a proper platform, and I wanted to make it as though it's really well thought of. And yeah, that's all I have in me. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Give you a kiss.